What's up everyone? Welcome to this week's video. If you're a returning subscriber or viewer, then welcome back. And if you're new here, my name is Jess and I make videos and blog post content about sneakers, lifestyle products, and designer and collectible toys. So if you're into that type of content, then make sure you consider hitting that subscribe and like button. It would help me out so much. And if you want a notification every single time I post a new video or blog post, then hit that bell icon so that you can be notified. Today we are going to be comparing a real Murakami flower pillow to this fake one that I purchased online. So let's get into it. So in this video, I'm purely going to be comparing the real versus the fake or replica version. I'm not going to really go into the history of the rainbow flower and Takashi Murakami. I may have some more information in my blog, so definitely check that out after you watch this video. But the first four things that I kind of wanted to go over are size, weight, material, and price. So the size for the real one is about 30 centimeters or 12 inches. And the fake one is about 40 centimeters and 16 inches. So you can really see the size difference just when it's like this. The material on it, on the real one, has this fur-like material. I don't really know how to explain it. I tried looking online to see what type of material it is, but I wasn't really successful. It doesn't really say what it is, but it feels like it's like a dog fur or something, just the way that it is. And the fake one or the replica one is this really soft cotton with cotton filling as well. So it's a very noticeable difference when you compare the two. And hopefully I can get some B-roll to show you kind of the difference between the two. So the real one, actually, it retailed for about $90 USD from my research, and I paid a whopping $300 Canadian for this, which is about 240 USD. And then for this guy here, I paid 14 Canadian, which is about, I think, $11 USD. So there is a significant price difference between the real one and the fake one. And then the last thing is the weight. This guy weighs about 340 grams and the real one weighs about 200 grams. So a little bit of a difference in weight, but the fake one is a lot bigger, so generally it's going to be heavier. But it's really interesting because the materials are so different and it's super noticeable when you compare it side by side. But maybe that's because maybe Takashi did it so that it's just hard to replicate in any fakes. So let's go into a little bit of the nitty-gritty while I was researching for this video about how you can tell if your pillow is real or a replica. So the first thing that you want to check out is definitely the eyes of the pillow. So in the eye, you will notice around each pupil here and the actual eye, it should have a solid stitching around those three areas. And hopefully I can get a close-up and show you right now. And surprisingly, the fake one actually did have that. It did have the solid line around the eye and then the two pupils as well. I will note that the stitching on the white pupil part is not as good. So you can kind of see it's kind of speckled because they didn't fill it in properly. Whereas this one, you can't even see the background to it. So that's the first thing that I found was really noticeable. It's just the quality in this is not as great. Also, I found out that the black part of the eye, the stitching should be going vertical as opposed to horizontal. So this fake one here, actually, it's going horizontal. So that is, I guess, a ding for the fake one. I did notice that the colors of the petals are actually pretty comparable. The only one that the fake one couldn't get was this, like, the difference between the two greens here. What they did was, it's more of like a light blue here as opposed to a green. So that's the only difference in the color of the petals. I think otherwise it's pretty similar. And then the color of the mouth, one is, the fake one has a light blue one and the real one has a red one. Off the bat, you'll see that the tag is very different. This is the tag for the real one. And it essentially just says Kai Kai Kiki Co Ltd. And then Takashi Murakami, Kai Kai Kiki Co Ltd. BCM box 2215, London WC1N3XX is what it says. And then for the fake one, it just has a whole bunch of foreign language, which I assume is like Chinese characters, I guess. So that is a noticeable difference between the real and the fake one. If you turn over the pillow, the stitching for the face here, the real one has black stitching and the fake one has this light, it's like a lighter brown stitching color, so it's not black on that one. So those are the main differences that I found between a real Takashi Murakami pillow and a fake one that I bought off AliExpress. And you know, if you want to pick up a real one, then I've seen them on StockX, I've seen them on Grailed, I've seen them at consignment shops. I bought mine from a consignment shop, so you can probably get it cheaper actually now on StockX. I saw some really low prices for it, considering it was about $90 USD. So definitely check them out. And then of course, if you want something that's a little bit more affordable, then you can always go the replica route. There's nothing wrong with it. I think if you kind of want the aesthetic of the colors and the vibe, then there's nothing wrong with purchasing something like this. I actually prefer this one because it's like super soft. But this was about $15 Canadian, even cheaper if you are in the US. And you want to type in something that says like, you know, sunflower pillow or flower pillow or kawaii pillow, Kawaii pillow. I think that means cute in Japanese. And you can always go to websites like Wish or AliExpress or Alibaba. I will try and find the link to the one where I purchased this. And they even have some really, really big ones as well where you can even lay on some of them. I would love to lay on this. It's super soft. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I gave you some tips on how to determine if your Takashi Murakami pillow is real or not. Let me know if you know any other tips to look for, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace. Bye. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out today's video. Please consider subscribing to see more content just like this. There is always more to see on my blog at www.writtenbyjess.com. Thank you for all your support, and we'll catch you in the next one.